So hello and welcome to this week's angling vlog. This week you join me on the banks of Hampton Springs and we're in search of carp. As you can see on screen now, it's a beautiful morning to be on the bank. When we arrived, the mist is just lifting off the water, straight to the tackle shop, got the day ticket, and now you join us on the banks of the lake just as you come on the pool. So Hampton Springs does have a number of pools on the complex. This is one that I've drove past a couple of times on the way in. I've never fished it before, but I'm super excited to get on the bank. What I'm going to do now is waste no time at all. I'm going to take a look over the setup, the swim, and how we're going to approach it. So as you know on the channel, I am a river angler at heart, and the beauty of this time of year is the car is literally the other side of that fence. We've got Harry over there, he's on the feeder, and he's already had one or two fish. Me, set up on this peg, the other side of these lilies. I'm hoping nobody decides to set up there, surely not. There's nobody else on the pool at the moment, and it does look beautiful. Well looked after. There's been a few carp moving down these margins and over the far bank, so I'm hoping we're going to get one or two bites. Looking at the setup, nice and comfy, and obviously we've got plenty of features to go at. So one of the things that I have been enjoying recently is fishing a waggler. So today I've also got my Amiga rod set up on a waggler, and we're just going to go up the side of them lilies there, and I think that's what we're going to start on, and just fish corn and see what we can catch. I think later on we'll put a bit of bait down the margins and hopefully the carp will come in. Nice simple tactics, and when I come these type of places, it is all about having fun. That's all it is for me when I come a commercial. Let's have a bit of fun, catch a few fish, plenty of laughs, and get home for tea. So to begin with, I'm just starting off on the waggler. I've fed a bit of corn up the side of that lily bed there and some micro pellets as well. There's plenty of movement in them lilies. You can see fish moving all the time. I've just gone over the top with a piece of corn. As you can see there's plenty of signs of fish moving off them lilies, and you can see the float just off the side of them. So hoping for one or two bites. Like I said, we're going to have to be on the ball if we do get one. So taking a look at the side show, we've got plenty of corn with us today. Nice big positive bait. Got some maggot in case it's difficult, and down the margins that can be a really good bait this time of year. We've got plenty of micro pellets from Hinders, and we've got some larger pellets as well. I've been putting bait down the margin there. I've not seen anything come in yet, but I know Harry over there has been feeding his margin, and he said he's seen one or two tails, so I'm sure when that sun gets on the pool we'll start seeing these carp come around the edges as well. But it's a beautiful place to wet a line, well looked after. You see the banks, beautiful. I'm just shocked there's nobody else on here really. The plan really is to fish the waggler up the side of the lilies there. If I'm going to fish the method, I'm going to go just to the right there, you know, and target that line over there, and then we've got a line down the margin. So 3 simple attacks. But there's been plenty of fish topping against them lilies, and if I had to keep it in, I'd have a few pound in it now, most definitely. It would have gone shallow on maggot. I've decided to stay on corn, stay on the bottom, just keep on feeding that bait, and eventually the float's gone under. We've got the first proper bite of the day. It's a little carp. Beautiful morning to be on the bank. A bit of a chill in the air. Blue skies though. There's plenty of fish moving about. You've got a little bend in the rod. Oh, a beautiful start to the morning. A nice dark carp. The sun just coming through the rays on its back. Good company. And a bend in the rod. So I decided to have a little go down the edge. Picked up my top kit. What a lovely reward that is. I think, if I'm not wrong, that's actually a crucian. Great to see. Now that is a fish of my childhood, most definitely. I used to love coming ponds, catching these fish, and yeah, beautiful bar of gold on a spring day. One of the things I do like about this place is it's nice and shallow. You can see the fish. It's a huge part for me. I love seeing the fish come in the margins like that. You can see now one or two nice carp coming in, and we'll let them have a free feed, and we'll go back down there on the pole. So just while we're waiting for the margins to wake up a little bit and them carp to get confident, just flicking out the waggler just in front of me and feeding maggots heavy. We're getting plenty of bites from silvers and the odd small little carp, and we've had some bream shallow as well, which has been weird as well. And plenty of bites, but we're just waiting for them proper carp to settle. And the pool must be paved with these F1s, I think they are, because they are one a chuck coming shallow. And it has been a day today of just trying different methods. We've had plenty of bites and plenty of laughs, and you know, after the week in work, sometimes you just want to go fishing and just have a laugh and not always record everything. So we're waiting for them bigger carp to move down the margins, but wherever you put the rod, it goes with these small carp. One thing is the same, they always go mad on the bank. That's waggler, pole float, and now method. Bites on them all, and would be a great place to bring Joshy maybe. Now his rugby's coming to an end, the union. We'll definitely be back, and we'll get Joshy on here doing what Joshy does best, showing no mercy and pulling them in. Sometimes it can be quite frustrating with these carp. You can see them coming in. It's taken a while for me to actually get one hooked up, and it feels good to finally have one on the end. Must be the laziest carp in here, because I know Harry's had one or two and they've given him the right run around. So yeah, sun coming down, we've had a good laugh today. It's good to finally get a proper carp and the elastic coming out the pole. So it's taken a while coming. Them fish have been coming in the margins, but this guy, I've seen him a couple of times, and yeah, he eventually slipped up on that top kit, and it's always great fun. We've had plenty of bites today. I've had a good laugh on the bank. It's probably going to be a short vlog because, let's be honest, it gets a bit repetitive when you're catching them smaller carp. So we're straight back down the margin again and went into another one of these little stockies. We used to caught hundreds of these today. It's absolutely thick with them. And they are little bars of perfection. They are beautiful little carp, them. Like I say, you've got a young'un who wants to catch loads of these, a bite a chuck, then get yourself down to Hampton Springs, because this pool is full of them. And similar to those roach on the reservoir, when they're there, them proper carp. When they rock up, you just know they're in the swim. When they're not there, you do get them small F1s and crucians, which have been great fun. It hasn't been like it normally is on some commercials where they're crawling up the bank, but when they're there, they are catchable. And that's a proper F1, that's a proper chunky fish, and that one I didn't really see come in, but it's good to see some of the better quality fish now arriving in the swim. It's always good when you see that elastic coming out the pole. It's not something I do very often because obviously I fish the rivers a lot, but I do enjoy coming to commercials, and we've got a social with my uncle in a few weeks on a bank holiday weekend that I'm looking forward to. The pool has been completely empty today, which has been strange. Every time I've been on here, it's been busy. Towards the very end of the session, we've nipped down this bottom end, put a bit of bait down this margin, and me and Harry now are like back to our childhood. Sat on the grass catching a few fish. So towards the end of the session now, there's one or two of these carp moving in. This one, probably the worst for wear of the day. Mouth's a little bit battered and his tail's seen better days, but he comes straight in over that bait. It's good to be getting one or two now towards the end. It has been an enjoyable day on the bank, like it always is with Haddy. Plenty of laughs, plenty of fish. Had a good day. So you do join me a couple of days later, and you might have noticed on the vlog, on some of the shots, on my right hand eye, there was a bit of red in it. When I got home that evening, it really got inflamed, and I ended up in the walk-in. The next morning, I ended up in the Royal in Liverpool in accident and emergency. And during the week, I've had quite a bad infection in my right eye. The doctor has given me some strong medication for it, and thankfully during the week, it does seem to be getting better. So hopefully I'll be out this weekend. So all that remains now is for me to wish you all tight lines in your own fishing. I'm hoping to get out this weekend, and I'll catch you all next week. Tight lines.